Hello and welcome to the Matthew Alton Art channel again. This is another of the 7-minute portraits that I did when I attended the Scottish Borders life drawing group. There was a Zoom portrait session that they did last week. I said on the last one that quite a few of the models had glasses, and you can see that this model had glasses. Again, in the last video I said that it was quite a useful thing to get the glasses correct to start with, the shape of the glasses, because that sort of helps initially with the likeness of the model, because everybody wears different shaped glasses. So if you get the glasses right, that's part of the likeness that you've got already. But it also becomes a framework to tie everything else on. So you can see that I've put the top of the eyebrow there next to the glasses, and it's helping me get the angles of the head correct in this case, because the angle of the glasses is quite pronounced. So we're sort of looking up at the model as well. Obviously this is a Zoom session, so the models tend to be quite close to the camera, and this model obviously had the camera lower than they were. It's a female model, and this is sped up to double speed, so the pose was only 7 minutes. The first half was 7 minutes, and then the next half of the poses were 10 minutes each. But neither of those times is enough to get a decent, perfect portrait done. But it's about capturing something of the person in the time that you've got. I'll put a link to the Scottish Borders Life Drawing Group Facebook group in the description of the video, in case anybody's interested in having a go at this. They do them every month, I think, the free ones. They also do paid life drawing sessions regularly, and again you just pay, and the funds are split between the models. There's normally multiple models that are posing for the life drawing ones. You can see that I'm using a mechanical pencil, and it's on A4 paper in my sketchbook. These portraits were drawn. It's very good for filling sketchbooks, doing 11 in one evening. But quite scribbly, but then you're never going to get anything polished within the time limit that you've got. I think generally speaking, I got some likeness within all of them, really. Some was better than others. But I was quite pleased overall, as it had been quite a long time since I'd done any portraits, really, and certainly in pencil. I'd been doing quite a few when I was attending Raw Rumba Studio sessions, but they were using generally charcoal and pastel on grey tone paper. But I think I've got the angle of the head quite well on this one, and it's just about finished now. Well, this is the final portrait sketch. 7 minutes, as I said, so not a lot of time to get anything accurate, but it's a person, definitely, and I was quite happy with it, really. Very little time between the next pose. When you're actually doing one of these sessions, you move on to the next one quite rapidly, and it's great. The repetition is great for practicing getting the essence of the pose and the person as quickly as you can. Some are more successful than others, but I think it's important not to beat yourself up about the final result, really, in this sort of exercise. It really is about observation, improving your observation skills, and very well worth attending if you want to stretch yourself. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching if you've got this far. I will do some others in the near future. If you're new here, then do think about subscribing. That will really help the channel. And do give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Okay, well, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.